Can't deny it this time, though. You lot did fantastic.
And Lady Juna's safe too. I owe you thanks for that, if nothing else. The islanders gave us a map of the east side of the island. Their way of thanking us, I suppose. You're welcome to it, if you don't waste it.
See? Old Dell's great at looking after people. He saved loads of them in the evacuations.
Oh, belt up, would you? Been meaning to ask. That's a book.
Didn't take you for a book reader. Lord Luis likes them, though. Often got his head buried in one.
By the way, doesn't Lord Luis?
How should we know? Not like we grew up round books. People barely lit.
So, what's it say? As long as we're killing... In this world, one can become anything they desire. Neither birth nor status decides your occupation.
Huh, sounds grand, that. You think this place really exists?
Course not, you muppet. It's a fantasy, remember? Anyone is free to become anything. This is a paradise of equality and freedom, devoid of discrimination or prejudice. Pretty words, them. But if everybody's free to do what they want, you can call it a utopia, but I reckon people living in it might romanticize. At the end of the day, dreaming of escape will only ever be a...
Aye. But if we really could do anything,
We could invite Lady Juna over. Host a fancy soiree of our own.
Get your head out of the clouds, Baz. Doesn't matter anyway.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now then.
Yes, of course.
Didn't expect them to throw such a party before our departure. A far cry from our first...
I hear 'tis a festival in the Dragon God's name, meant to ensure a safe sea voyage.
I say, these locals are barely well informed. They're up to their gills in practical and theoretical. Not as focused on the mechanicals as us mainlanders, but the land's far from barbaric. There. Ah, speaking of,
We're finally ready.
Woo! Grand, ain't it? Dell's all bet.
We're not out of the woods yet. Don't be too quick to celebrate.
Hey, come on, lads, loosen up! It's up!
And you? What's a sanctist fact?
I have to laugh, don't I? You know, I thought the crier's life makes me think. Maybe this is how my old father felt.
Crier a family trade, eh?
The Crown Theoc... Yeah, my old man was a serious fella. More than me, that's for sure. Yeah, I remember he once flat out suggested ignited... And there was that riot in the slums, of course, the one started by that Parapus. But my old man, well, he said it wasn't a riot at all.
What?
Who knows what really happened there? Either way, nobody took my father seriously. He was just the way it is, I suppose. People will always prefer their own feelings. Hard to care about the world after that. I was a poor It's beyond weird. Somehow, you lot have managed to make the world seem interesting again.
You owe us nothing. Can't afford any rumors about you.
Fair enough. Fair enough. For now, I'll catch a boat ride to Altabury ahead of you. Once this festival's over, it'll be farewell for the moment. So...
Now, time for some fun. Bring...
And those? The fruit is called dragon's tears. They're quite precious. Their tree only bears... Ah, Tristan.
Wonderful. This again. Hulkenberg's
Please, it's the rarest of harvests, and we will... Sounds. I've... Right, right.
What's going on? There's some... But he's crying.
You see, in old times, so long times ago times, people...
Ha. Yeah. Phew. Finally back to normal. Well, that's... Oh, and did you hear? The people of this island make... It's said that if you write your wish on a piece of paper, it'll bring you good luck. Have you decided on someone? It's so pretty. But...
Hold on.
Well then. Yeah! You see...
Right.
Besides, so...
Right.
Thank you.
Sure.
I've got this.
Tell, you hear all that? What that cry?
Yeah. Sounded proper familiar.
It's easy to blame the Sanctus Church for the whole thing. But makes you think. I remember St. Rella looked like her heart was breaking, seeing us at death's door. Maybe. Del. What do we believe in, really? Are we...
I thought we were done talking. He's the reason we got this far. A couple of parapus orphans. Nobody else wants us. Nobody cares about us.
I know, Del, but... He makes all them speeches about equality, but I heard him talk about his ideal world, and... It sounds like a world where we'd have died alone.
Too late for that kind of talk, brother. Blood on our hands.
Hey! What are you two doing on your own?
Lady Juna.
What's that look about? I know you're absolutely smitten with me, love, but you needn't be so tense about it.
Do you plan to kill Count Luis?
What are you talking about? He can't be killed anyway.
Lady Juna, I don't think your heart is with Count Luis anymore. Or maybe it never was. There's a side of you that you only show them. But us, starting to think we've never seen the real you.
Are you really so worried for Count Luis? He's the one who measures worth in power. So what would he think to hear you underestimating him?
So you don't actually work for Forden or nothing then? No ulterior motives?
I've been with Count Luis since before the race even started, haven't I? Ever since he was stripped of command.
Hey, Del.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. That's my fault. But trust me on this. I promise I'll make sure this world's got more to give you two than despair.
I saw it with my own eyes. That lance gets past the king's magic. That means it can kill a candidate. They were testing it among themselves, and Lady Juna was right there with them.
You serious? How are we supposed to report that to Count Luis?
Don't worry, it's my own problem. I told you to leave the thinking to me.
You know why? And I like seeing you listening to her when you get the chance. You got arm around your heart, Del.
So? What do you want to do? Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hold on.
Okay then.
Grand, innit?
All right, then.
Okay?
What have we got here?
Understood.
Good.
Now then.
Good.
All right, then. Let's go.
Looks like the sea's settled somewhat. We've got a map of the Altabury region too.
Now we can leave with our minds clear and pop.
I say we just leave them behind.
Yeah, that...
Well, long as we've got a minute, as soon as we get to Altabury, we give
While I hold on.
Then, on the eve of this divine relic dedication ceremony, we use the real lance to end this. One, he doesn't know we've worked out its powers. We'll use that to our advantage. Juna, we'll need you to convince Luis to attend the eve of the festival.
Oh, I've been pestering him to do so for a while now. Don't want him spending the evening in his...
So where is the false lancing?
Right here, ready to poke. Oh, what do you think?
Such detail.
When we get to Altabury, we'll pass off the fake to Luis.
Oh, by the way, I was talking with the Magnus brothers.
That's not good.
Wait, footsteps. Speak of the devils.
You're late. We were about to leave you behind.
Right, all present.
Aye, aye, me hearties! What's wrong then? Is that not the custom?
I wouldn't believe...
'Tis a strange melancholy.
We'll be back. With some fantastic tales to tell them too.
Yes.
This is Altabury Heights. We'll make faster progress back on land.
Oh.
Ha-ha! Tally-ho!
With a new ally in tow, the Gauntlet Runner at last departs the island toward the eastern side of the inland sea. Their destination is the Principality of Montario. Its vast mountain crags, so different from the western terrain, can be seen clearly from the water. Their forthcoming task would be their greatest trial yet. They felt the tension rise in wordless silence.
Indeed. All right then. All right then. Go. All right then. Let's go.
Actually, I'm very happy. What do you think? However, I too will. I've realized oh, you. But then
Hey.
I'm very happy. The reason is
Now then.
Imagination. Why, that's...
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at Cliffshade Camp, ideal for their cover. It works both ways. As monsters, only a Gauntlet Runner offers peace of mind against such danger.
Indeed. All right then.
pardon me. Whew.
Yeah. All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It would seem that...
guess. So,